Water, water, water. That's it. Everything revolves around this.
Top 3 concerns that Raymond is facing in our future.
I'll start. Our water. Our water is huge right now. That takes up a lot of time. It really does. We've been short-staffed for over a year and a half. So everybody's scrambling. There's a lot of people doing other people's jobs and theirs. But the water is the top priority. Roads is another one. I guess the top 2.
Ms. Merriman?
Yes, Rainey Merriman here. I would say that the top 3 concerns, roads are definitely a high priority. First off, because we have already taxed the community for the purpose of maintaining the roads, and if those are not handled immediately, we are going to cost them so much more money. It's going to become exponential, because once the roads break down to a certain point, there's no patching anything. You have to rip it all up and go down to gravel and repave the entire thing. The second one I would say is our water. So we can say all we want to that we need more storage and that the water tower is the issue. But quite frankly, more than the issue of storage, I'm concerned about people's wells drying up. Because of the mismanagement of how we have allowed developers to come in, now we are in jeopardy of losing the ability to pull water out of the ground. Even if we had a larger tank, we couldn't fill it. And the third one is a lack of leadership. We have just seen these issues from the lack of ability to publicly comment and tell people that are elected how we feel about things. It's just a lack of leadership all the way around. And so I think that we need a change.
I think that we're going to sound like a broken record. I think that a new board, one of their first missions would be hiring the planner that we voted on, that I think, and our DPW director, who would help us with our roads and our water. Make no mistake, the article that was a 10-year study that is incomplete about our water, addressing capacity, does not address the quality of the water you're going to be getting. So don't make a mistake about those. So your water and hiring, because our vote, our voice and our vote matter. And the fact that we're a year past and we don't have a planner, we don't have a DPW director, which are vital to our town, that's 2. And the third is they're impacting our taxes. Our taxes are going to suffer. We put the money aside for our roads already. I worked already to pay for that. I want my roads fixed. And you know what? I don't want my road fixed for the developer. I don't want us holding on to the funds so that the developer can use that money.
First off, I agree roads, because I've driven into some potholes on Main Street you need a miner's helmet to find your way out of. Second, I agree we need to protect our water resources, because once our water resources are contaminated, we're kind of screwed. There's no going back. Everybody downstream is going to be screwed as well. And then that's going to put a major burden on the town of Raymond. And the third thing I would have to say is we need to pull back the reins on the workforce housing that is trying to find their way into the town of Raymond. I mean, I know it's uncontrollable because our governor we have in office now is kind of jamming it down our throat as citizens of New Hampshire, but we need to control where that workforce housing is going to be and try and pull back the reins and hold it back for as long as we can, because I feel it's going to put a major burden on our town, on our services, on our water supply, on our schools.
Thank you. Bob, what are the top 3 issues for you?
I'm going to have to say water as well. I live at 1 Park Place, and you can hear my Boston accent there. That there's a stream that comes down from what's known as Gansey Pond. It's running down where there's now going to be 172 condo units that were approved a number of years ago. And they have now clear-cut the land, and our perennial stream went dry. I hadn't seen it dry where it was disturbing to me. So I've tested our wells, and our well depth has dropped. And so if our well has dropped, the town wells have dropped. And if we don't have water, then we're all going to be living somewhere else. So it's water.
Thank you. David?
Again, water, wetlands, natural resources, have that available to us in the near future. As he said with the brownfield site, I've been seeing some alarming numbers. People brought up concerns as well with that, worried about their own main water when they're even on the town water themselves. I 100% agree, the Mega X, diesel. I hate to say it, truck drivers do spill diesel. It's gonna be real bad if that gets in the water system.
Water, water, water. That's it. Everything revolves around this. We have contamination that is spreading outside of our brownfield sites. PFAS contamination has exceeded the monitoring zones. We have issues with the amount of water that we can draw and treat from our aquifer. Our aquifer is under attack right now. They're going to be putting gas, fuel into the tanks that have been sunk over at Exit 4. If that happens, if there is a leak, it will affect our aquifer. We will lose control over our water. Water, water, water.